I see it.
Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
I'm the only one
And the Razorbacks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, running back on the move. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man.
Oh, that's a pick.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot.
There he goes! And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. By no means was it a transfer.
Yeah, catch that, man. Come on, huh?
Among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
He's got it on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. DB's right up on the receiver. Steps away. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes a grab for
Get the fuck out of here.
and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the container of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover it longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Caught close to the marker. It starts. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Play some defense, man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Midfield, he's got room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He now has 80 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
And the defense stopped him again on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Oregon. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Garvis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Here's a hit. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll take it himself. Slithers into space. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quick strike complete.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, put more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it! He gets it! Down, Ducks! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you've got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Arkansas, 14.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Pressure coming. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Fires the pass, intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run from the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. These corners backing off a bit. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Stands in and takes the hit. Brings it in down the left side. And they'll pick
Getting all this fruit ass shit, man. Playing underneath and everything. How you keep coming back from playing underneath?
As an offensive coordinator, when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep.
It's a big, man.
Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Oregon. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio, Kevin.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Memphis endured a hostile crowd, and the challenge that always comes with playing away from the Liberty Bowl, and the Tigers came away with the win. Wasn't a blowout, but it is a W.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on third. Makes the catch. It starts. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense in the hurry-up.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they love to convert this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. The Razorbacks will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2.
Moving chairs and tables and...
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man downfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Got enough space, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field. with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Complete downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. And as he throws, intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Got his man.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Bush. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. Got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on 4th down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
Might be calling a hot route. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in.
Believe it or not.
No good. Something finally goes wrong. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Five touchdowns for you or none. I think we can get it.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one.
Turns it on down the left side. Inside the 30. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space.
Come on.
Some plays on your play sheet, and
Come on, y'all.
say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous.
You get a stop. And I know exactly how to get a stop, too.
Now to make
I know how to get a stop.
team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Looking left. Big man has it.
This is fluke, man. God,
Running at the 40. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
I can't say shit. I can't nothing I can do about the shit, I guess.
This quarterback, 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays from this defense in this game so far. So can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buying some time. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Stop at the
Everything just open, man. Ain't nothing I could do.
1st and goal.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way.
Ain't nothing I could do, man. Good game, man.
They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up, try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate on his pass.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's past the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So O-line's got to step up.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Razorbacks are flying down the field. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Dukes fans there today could have done without this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard.
Looking for a deep man. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Makes a grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
He wants to change this route. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got the quick pass. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
We about to get a turnover.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game one going exactly how they scripted it.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he passes on the touchback. Here it comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to fit. And it's picked off for the third time today. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're working that left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
36.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Turning on the Jets. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving.
You gotta look in my pocket.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now.
I had to cut it off.
Soft spot in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran
this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. This offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops the throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. On target over the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. But a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Okay.
Here's the handoff. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down, really easy.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays.
It's a big stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They just keep firing. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they take it in for 6 more points. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Defensive press coverage. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Reads it, fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got it. There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got some room in under the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
That game, man, you fucked me up, man. We only 84 though, so we ain't ready for that, but we want all the smoke.
Keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns, and you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Arkansas, 51.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Offense lining up quickly.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Fakes the grab on the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless and moved. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Let's go. On the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Trying to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Coaches that the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys are
sprinting away. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That's impressive.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.